Why are you triggered? I got better things to do. Okay, let's look at that. How am I triggered? I mean, well, you ask me why I am, but you don't explain to me how I am. Now, going backward here, backtracking. So is God's plan good if it involves force, birth and choice, mortality, susceptibility and / vulnerability limits / restrictions, whatever, to which your response is everything in life has consequences. So you you change the subject to consequences instead of answering my question of how is God's plan good, or is it good if it involves force? Well, you question force here. Go from force to consequences. And for some reason, this is a common trend with you Christians. You're so obsessed with consequences. You have a fetish for consequences, essentially. Whether it's eternal life, eternal damnation, or just simply being happy or miserable based on your own life choices. Would we have consequences if God had a good plan and was a responsible creator? And no, I'm not crying. I have allergies. So is God's plan good if it involves force? No. Yeah. So you can't answer that, or you can't bullshit your way out of that. You can't answer the question with it honestly. Well, it doesn't sound like you have any. Well, like I say, you go from force to consequences. So you're just evading me. What do consequences have to do with force? Yeah, so I do ask you that, to which you respond with these smiling or laughing faces for some reason. I think maybe you're the one who was triggered, but it's like the Joker in that movie, in the latest movie. He laughs in a miserable situation. It's a psychological phenomenon. He laughs instead of cries. Unless maybe I am misinterpreting that part of that aspect of the movie. I don't know, but yeah, I think you're just angry, but you're giving me these. I think what may have happened is you got annoyed over there, wherever you are, and you got a little bit of it. You got it out. You started yelling, maybe. Who knows? But then you calmed down a little bit and decided to throw these at me. To which I ask, what's a funny way to represent Christianity? Not that I need confirmation that it's garbage, because I already know. So coming back to your latest reply, you have better things to do. Really? You have consequences to suffer? I believe in my things and you believe in. So we're talking about beliefs, instead of answering my question of how God's plan is good if it involves force in the various different ways. Either you come with me or follow Jesus, or you're just throwing the ultimatum at me. So just answer my question. Simple. How is God's plan good if it involves force in these various things I just mentioned? I'm not reading it all over again. So, do that. Or, well, you got better things to do, but then you take the time to throw all this at me. Essentially preaching at me. What the fuck? You also ignore that I criticized you for representing Christianity properly by being an asshole. Well, I called you a name. I'm so sorry. So that's the best I can do with this. You have nothing, and I have you cornered.